What's going on, YouTube? This is Unger to the Max here, and I am live streaming a very big game in the NBA in the Eastern Conference. It is the first place Boston Celtics taking on the fourth place Washington Wizards in Washington. And I believe the Wizards are trying to sweep the season series from the Boston Celtics, as Jaylen Brown just hit a three-pointer to give the Celtics a 5-2 lead. So, during this live stream, and actually right now, as Washington just scored to make it 5-4, let me go through. I know this is Celtics at Wizards, but I'm also going to talk about Duke at UNC, because, come on, it's Duke in North Carolina. That's an insane rivalry. Maybe I should have renamed this. But here's my one thing. I will be talking about my team. If you can't guess, that's the Cleveland Cavaliers, who pretty much went through, it was pretty much Extreme Makeover Cavaliers edition. But right now, let me talk about this Wizards-Celtics game. So here's Hartford into the post against Marcus Morris, or that might be Markieff Morris. I always get the two Morris twins confused. So the Celtics are the top team in the Eastern Conference. But are they the best team are the Celtics the best team in the NBA? Absolutely not. I think Houston's better than them. Obviously Golden State is. Morris for three? Nope. But, and as much as I of a Cavaliers fan as I am, and trust me, I'm a huge Cavaliers fan, I kind of would. There's a part of me that would love to see a Celtics Warriors finals matchup, because the two games they had this season were excellent, and I can't. Excellent might be the wrong word, because Boston had to come back from 18 down in Boston to beat the Warriors. They won that game like 93-89. And then in Golden State, I believe it was like only 109-103. Let me check my phone super quick. Sorry for showing my arm in that. But let me check Siri super quick. Hey Siri, what was the score of the Boston Celtics Golden State Warriors game? Yeah, the Warriors won that game by 4, 109-105. So it wasn't that big of a margin. Both games have been close. But this is Celtics at Wizards. So let's get back to that. So let me start. So after I just talked about the Celtics a little bit, even though it involved the Warriors. What the heck is up with the Wizards? They've done really well since John Wall went down. So, does that mean that the Wizards should get rid of John Wall? No. No, I don't think so. I think it's just been that Bradley Beal has been carrying them. And I think the Wizards missed an opportunity to get Bradley Beal, or sorry, not Bradley Beal, because he's already with them. But the Wizards possibly could have gotten DeAndre Jordan. But the Clippers wanted Kelly Oubre. And here's the one smart thing the Wizards did. They did not give up Oubre. And I think that was smart. Even though DeAndre Jordan would have made the Wizards a lot better. And I mean that in all honesty. I think the Wizards really could have benefited from having DeAndre. But, having said that, Oubre is a developing talent. I'm not saying he's a star by any means. No way am I saying that. But what I am saying Sorry, I'm just doing a couple other things. Hang on, I'll be right back. What's the date tomorrow? 2/9. And then... Oh, wait. Forgot something. Oh, that's a highlight. Okay. Sorry about that. I need to take care of some schoolwork. That's what happens when you're a college student. But, so, Boston at Washington is in commercial. So let's go to a very big rivalry in college sports. Maybe the biggest in all of college sports. Duke and North Carolina. But it's only a big rivalry in basketball, I would say. I don't think they're much of a rival when it comes to college football. But Duke and North Carolina is one of the best rivalries. So, do you guys think it is better than... Here, I'll even show you a little bit of it. Duke at North Carolina. Is this the biggest rivalry in all college sports? Is it bigger than Michigan, Ohio State? Is it bigger than the Iron Bowl, Alabama and Auburn? Is it bigger than Auburn and Georgia? I would like to know. But college basketball has been interesting this season. There really hasn't been like a team that you can say, yes, this team is for sure a legit threat to win the national championship. Villanova, who was number 1 going into last night, lost to an unranked St. John's team at home. And then I think Purdue lost at home to Ohio State. The only consistent team that I've seen this season is Virginia. They beat Duke in Duke. And that's hard to do. So I think Virginia should be considered the favorite right now. Out of anybody. I really do. Virginia doesn't score a lot of points, but they score enough. Let's see if Celtics at Wizards is back yet. Yep, Celtics at Wizards is back. Oh, and the Celtics took out Kyrie and put in Shane Larkin. Here, I'll let you guys see a little bit of it. Sorry. Oh yeah, and the Celtics just signed Greg Monroe. So as I said, the Wizards do not have John Wall, and yet somehow they're 5-1 as it's 12-12, and I might be going to this arena. So why do I say I might be going to this arena? Well, for those of you who don't know, I have a lifetime goal, and I will show you. Hang on. To see a game at every NBA team's arena. And I'll show you which individual teams we've completed. Starting with the West. We've done Phoenix, Sacramento, but that was when Sacramento had Sleep Train. We've done the Clippers, and the Lakers, and the Warriors. We've also done, I'm saying we because me and my dad do this. So we've completed this entire division. Then we've done Dallas, Houston, and San Antonio. But we have not done Memphis or New Orleans or any of these teams. Well, we were in Minnesota to see the Timberwolves, but then the game got canceled. All right, and then in the Eastern Conference, we've done the Brooklyn Nets and the New York Knicks and the Toronto Raptors. Have not done the 76ers or the Celtics yet. In this division, have not seen the Hawks, haven't seen the Hornets, seen the Heat, seen the Magic, have not seen the Wizards. Seen the Bucks, haven't seen the Pacers, seen the Pistons. Obviously, I've seen my Cavaliers, and I've seen the Chicago Bulls. But on our upcoming trip, we might be adding Philadelphia and Washington. We've also been talking about doing Atlanta and Charlotte. So nothing's official yet. So I'll let you guys know about that when something is official and which teams I'll be doing. Ooh, I came back at a good time. Washington just hit a three-pointer to take the lead. It is 17-16. Sorry, this live stream has been a little bit all over the place. I should have just called it NBA or NBA and Duke UNC live stream instead of Celtics at Wizards. I'll rename it. Maybe I could consider this a vlog. What do you think? Do you guys consider this a vlog or not? But anyway, Washington is up 19-16. And I believe I heard earlier that the Wizards are actually trying to sweep the season series with the Celtics this season. Don't take my word for that 100% because I'm not 100% sure about that. But I'm pretty confident about that. So even though the Celtics and Wizards game is on right now, let's go back to Duke at North Carolina. Oh, sorry, that's my alarm. Gotta take care of that. That's what happens when you're in a college dorm. Let's see. Oh, both games are in commercial. So, but I'm gonna keep going. So, it was pretty much Extreme Makeover Cavaliers edition today. So, the team I saw yesterday for the Cavaliers, I'm not going to be seeing tomorrow night in Atlanta or on Sunday in Boston. Which I want to talk about that game super quick. Before we traded Isaiah to the Lakers today, the Celtics were going to do a video tribute for Isaiah Thomas on Sunday. Even though we put Isaiah and the Cavaliers were playing the Celtics in Boston on January 3rd. But the reason the Celtics didn't do a video tribute for him that night is because Isaiah wasn't playing and his family wasn't there to see it. So the Celtics then decided to make their video tribute for Isaiah February 11th on Sunday. Well, what's happening on February 11th? Paul Pierce's jersey retirement. So, I made a rant video where I pretty much, showed my anger towards the Celtics for even considering doing a video tribute for Isaiah Thomas on the same night you're retiring Paul Pierce's jersey retirement. But since the Cavaliers traded Isaiah Thomas to the Lakers, we don't have to worry about that. So in that trade, the Cavaliers traded Isaiah Thomas, Channing Frye, and their own draft pick, not the Brooklyn pick, their own pick to the Lakers for Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance Jr., and I think a second-round pick. And just when you were digesting that, the Cavaliers trade Dwayne Wade back to Miami for a protected second-round pick. But were the Cavaliers done? No. They then did a 3-team trade with Utah and Sacramento, where the Cavaliers got George Hill and Rodney Hood, and we traded Jay Crowder and Derrick Rose to Utah, and traded Iman Shumpert to Sacramento. And the Kings also got Joe Johnson. So it was, like I said, it was pretty much Extreme Makeover Cavaliers edition. And I don't really, the one thing I can say about this trade is the Cavs definitely got younger. And I think we're the favorites in the East now. Well, maybe not yet. I want to see how this team comes together. And it's not just going to be a snap of the finger. Every new piece fits together now. It's going to take time, which I don't know if we have a lot, because LeBron doesn't practice really during practice times because of his age. Kevin Love is out for until at least the last 2 weeks of the season, potentially. So that doesn't give Jordan Clarkson, Larry Nance Jr., Rodney Hood, and George Hill a lot of time to really learn the system and how to play with LeBron James and Kevin Love. I'll be curious what the heck our team looks like tomorrow night in Atlanta. So, we'll see. We'll see. But Wizards and Celtics is back on. Nice move by Terry Rozier. Rozier has been excellent for the Celtics this season, coming off the bench as Kyrie's backup. I think he is the perfect complement. And I think the Celtics, like I said earlier, Celtics-Warriors would be a great finals matchup. I really believe that. Let's check on Duke, North Carolina. Ooh, nice slam by Duke. Ooh, 37-28 Duke. I was not expecting that. 24 points in the paint for Duke, whereas UNC only has 4. That's ridiculous. It is number 9 Duke and number 21 North Carolina. I think this is one of the greatest rivalries, not just in college sports, but in all of sports. I don't know if it's the greatest college rivalry of all time, though. Duke is on a 21-7 run in the last 6 minutes. It is 40-28. Well, North Carolina just scored, so now it's 40-30. But why is UNC not playing well? Well, hang on. Let me state their records to you. Duke, hang on. They're showing a replay. Nice move by Joel Berry to get to the basket. Takes the foul and then is able to complete the layup. So Duke is 19-4, and they are 7-3 overall in the ACC. Number 21 North Carolina is 17-7, and they are 6-5 in the ACC. Oh, Grayson Allen has the ball. I'm sorry, Duke fans, but I've never liked Grayson Allen, especially for that whole tripping incident that he had. Oh, here comes North Carolina on a comeback. It's 40-33 now. Interesting. Very interesting. Like, as they say, anything can happen in a rivalry game. Where it didn't look like it was going to be much of a game, now it's 40-33. And Duke was just on a 21-5 scoring run. But here come the Tar Heels. Let's see if North Carolina can cut this to a 7-point game, or possibly 6, I think. No, it's a 7-point game. Sorry. I meant a 5-point game or potentially a 4-point game. Offensive fouls, so North Carolina will do neither. And let's go back to Celtics at Wizards. It is 24-21 Boston. 24-21 Wizards. Ooh, and the Morris brothers are going at it. They both went to Kansas, and they both played with the Phoenix Suns for a little bit. But then they went their separate ways. I think one got traded to Detroit. The other ended up in Washington or something. And then Marcus Morris, ended up in Boston. I don't know the exact path of them. But somehow, all I do remember is they both played in Phoenix. And the Lopez brothers, I don't think they've ever played on the same team. Robin was drafted by, I want to say Phoenix? I might not be right on that. I don't remember. And then Brook Lopez was drafted by Brooklyn, but now he's with the Lakers. And Robin Lopez is with Chicago. And I believe he played with New York Knicks for a short stint. So 24-23 Washington. And Toronto is currently a game behind Boston for first place in the Eastern Conference. Scott Brooks is the head coach of the Wizards. He used to be the coach of the OKC Thunder. So here come Jaylen Brown's got it. Pick by Morris. Or that might be Greg Monroe. Oh, nice 3-ball. Jaylen Brown, who had to step up huge since that horrific Gordon Hayward injury. And even though I'm a Cavaliers fan, I didn't want to see Gordon Hayward get hurt like that in Cleveland. Well, let me rephrase that. I don't want to see Gordon Hayward get injured, period. Because even though I'm not a Celtics fan, Gordon Hayward is one of my favorite players in the NBA. Because he just plays aggressively, but not too aggressively. I just think Gordon Hayward just plays a style that fits him. He knows he's a mid-range shooter and can shoot the 3, but he also can drive the rim. So he's a good, balanced all-star player. So end of the first quarter, Kyrie playing his guard defenders unscathed as usual. 27-26 Wizards at the end of the first quarter. But because even though it's the end of the first quarter, that doesn't mean the stream is ending. Because Duke and North Carolina is still on. However, it is a commercial break. And it is only 8:40. Wow. Feels like, for some reason, it feels earlier than that. I don't know. But these have both been excellent games so far. Duke was on a 21-5 run, and then all of a sudden, North Carolina has come storming back. I actually got this idea to start doing YouTube like this from a Seattle Seahawks diehard crazy fan named Norbcamp. So shout out to you, Norb, for getting me into this. And also shout out to Philadelphia, who is a massive Philadelphia Eagles fan, repping the Birds in LA. First off, congratulations to you on winning the Super Bowl. Thank you for stopping the Patriots dynasty. But also thank you to you as well for getting me into YouTube, because without watching both you and Nordcam, I don't know if I would be watching these two doing this live stream and having my own YouTube channel. So thank you guys. So let's see if either game is back yet. Nope. They are both commercials. Come on. Now I'll keep it on the same two channels. I don't want to. So anyway, as I said, the Cavs went through extreme makeover, like NBA edition. They got rid of Isaiah Thomas, which I think made a lot of sense. They got rid of Jay Crowder, which pretty much means the Kyrie Irving trade was a absolute and total bust. The only reason I think we made that trade was to get the Brooklyn pick. That's it. And I think the Cavaliers thought Isaiah Thomas was actually going to work. But clearly it didn't. Oh! Duke and North Carolina is back. And I have a criticism of college basketball. And it's this. Well, first let me say this. The NBA is 4 quarters. Why is college basketball 2 halves? I think it would be more exciting and you would get higher scoring games if college basketball were to go to 4 quarters. Women's college basketball has already done it. They've gone to 4 quarters to get some players ready for the WNBA, which the WNBA released their schedule today. Ooh, it's 47-38. So, but I do wish college basketball would make the switch from 2 halves to 4 quarters. 28-10, Duke is outscoring North Carolina in the paint, as North Carolina just scored to make it 47-40 with about 2 minutes left in the first half. Approximately. I am definitely going to rename this live stream after this, because this has not just been Celtics at Wizards as the title states. This has been Duke at North Carolina. This has been my NBA thoughts. This has been, I would call this a sport. I'm going to rename this video when this stream is done to Josh's Sports Blog. What do you think? Ooh, 49-42. Oh, but let's check back in on Celtics Wizards. Ooh, good timing. So, let me take the time to talk about a player who isn't playing for the Celtics or Wizards. I think he's playing for the Portland Trailblazers now. Shabazz Napier. I wish he could find play better in the NBA, because he did so well with UConn in college, leading the Huskies to a championship in 2014 or something. Yeah. And he just played like a star, I would say, basketball. So I really wish he could find a home in the NBA. He was drafted by the Charlotte Hornets, later played for the Miami Heat. Now he's playing for the Portland Trailblazers. I just hope he really finds a home and is able to blossom, because I think he can be. And I'm on the note of UConn. And on the note of another UConn point guard, I am so glad the Hornets did not trade Kemba Walker, because it's not Kemba's fault that the Hornets aren't doing well. He doesn't have good talent around him. Yes, he has Michael Kidd-Gilchrist, but he hasn't really done anything. When the Hornets made the playoff, and yes, the Hornets have Nicholas Batum, and they have Dwight Howard, but it just isn't working. But when the Hornets made the playoffs against the Heat, they had Al Jefferson to dominate the post, They had Nicholas Batum. They had Kemba. They had the right mixture. And I like that they're the Hornets, not the Charlotte Bobcats. That just sounds really weird. Although there are some really weird NBA team names, like the New Orleans Pelicans. That's not a pelican. Pelican is not an intimidating bird. But let me get back to college basketball. There's a team called the Florida Gators. Why isn't there... Actually, this isn't really a college sports question. This is just a general question. There's a team called the Florida Gators. Why isn't there any team called the Crocodiles? Crocodiles are extremely aggressive. Hey, trivia question. And I'm not going to give you the answer. Or I'll give you the answer later. But, can you give me some differences between an alligator and a crocodile? Comment below if you can think of some differences. But for now, here are the last couple seconds of the first half between the Duke Blue Devils and the North Carolina Tar Heels. And that is how the first half ends. 49-45 at halftime, Duke leads. So, let's go back to Washington and Boston. And I'll let you watch for a little bit. But I'll still give my thoughts. Washington is leading 35-30. But the Celtics are still the stronger team. But the surprise team on that list especially, the Indiana Pacers. What the heck has lit the fire in the Pacers? Ooh, nice dunk. But the Pacers have kind of come out of nowhere. Oladipo is playing out of his mind. I think he's found a home with the Pacers. He never really fit with the Magic. And somehow he didn't fit with the Oklahoma City Thunder, but now he's fit right in with the Pacers. The Pacers actually won the season series with the Cavaliers 3-1, and they had a couple close games. Jaylen Brown is the X factor for the Celtics, though. Even when Gordon Hayward comes back, I still think it's Jaylen Brown. Just because Jaylen he's not really a three-point shooter. But I don't consider him really a basket guy. He's a mid-range shooter, so if he's hitting his shots, I think the Celtics are in good shape. But if he's not, they could be in a little bit of trouble. I don't know what you think about that. The Celtics are a great defensive team, but the problem is they don't have a rim protector because the league has been all about small ball lately. And the Warriors are the team that really started that trend, I would say. Ooh. Greg Monroe has actually played really well for the Celtics so far. But, as I was saying, small ball has really become kind of the thing. So, you can't have a big man because he doesn't fit in. But my point is, you do need a rim protector for when guys like maybe not Curry, because I don't know if anybody can block Curry, but, if you got a guy driving to the rim, you need somebody to block. And Speaking of which, here's an easy drive to the basket. Right there. If you had a bigger guy on him, he could have possibly blocked that. But the Celtics don't. Oh, sorry. Ooh, good rebound. That shot looked like it was going to go down. Nice pass. 3 ball. Nope. Rebound to Boston. And I think that's Marcus Morris. I think Markieff Morris is with Washington. Jaylen Brown? No. And here come the Wizards. I think that's Kelly Oubre. I don't know a lot of the guys on the Wizards, actually. Oh, great pass. Oh, that should have worked. It's weird that the Wizards Arena is called Capital One Arena. Actually, it's not just the Wizards Arena, because they share the arena with the Washington Capitals and the WNBA team, the Washington Mystics. And the WNBA needs more respect. Come on. The WNBA should get more love. First off, a team is now in Vegas, and soon the NFL is going to be in Vegas, and the NHL team in Vegas is doing amazing. But that aside, you got a WNBA team who just moved from San Antonio to Vegas. You got a team in Minnesota, Chicago, Seattle, Phoenix, Connecticut, Dallas. I remember Cleveland had a WNBA team called the Cleveland Rockers. Detroit had a WNBA team, the Detroit Shock, who then moved to Tulsa and became the Tulsa Shock, who then moved to Dallas and became the Dallas Wings. You also have the New York Liberty, the Connecticut Sun, the Minnesota Lynx, the Los Angeles Sparks, the Seattle Storm, the Chicago Sky. Who else? The Dallas Wings. Not the San Antonio Stars. They became the Las Vegas Aces. I don't know why teams are going by Vegas and not Las Vegas. That doesn't really make sense to me. But I wish the WNBA was more popular and there could be more teams. It is halftime between Duke and North Carolina. Dang, Clemson is destroying Pittsburgh. Now, this team has been a letdown for me. Louisville. I thought the Cardinals were going to be better this season, and they're totally unranked. They're 16-8, 6-5. Georgia Tech has been about what I expected. Not ranked, below 500, not great in the ACC. They're 11-12 and 4-7 in the ACC. Excuse me. Excuse me. Sorry about that. And now both games are in commercial. This is the longest I've ever live streamed for. And I think I'm doing a good job, but I don't know. I'll keep doing them and hopefully I'll keep getting better. Even though I said this was Celtics Wizards live stream, it's definitely turned into more than that. It turned into Celtics Wizards. It also turned into Celtics Wizards, Duke, North Carolina, a little bit of other sports. And now I'm watching a little bit of Vermont Albany with 27.1 seconds left. And Vermont is winning. Shout out to my cousin who goes to Vermont. So I hope Vermont wins this game. So let's watch the last couple seconds. 70-67. See, this is why I wish the game was 4 quarters, because this should not be the final score. Nope. Vermont, 10 seconds. Yeah, I'm just gonna change the title of this to Josh's Sports Vlog, because as you can tell, this has become more than that. So I'm gonna keep it on Vermont and Vermont and Albany, I'll pass. Actually, let's just watch it. Because let's see. Let's see if Celtics Wizards is back yet. Yes, it is. It is 40-39. Washington just took a 1-point lead. Terry Rozier just hit a jump shot to make it 41-40 with about 5.5 minutes. So I'm going to stop the live stream here. Hope you guys enjoyed it. And I will see you guys next time. This is Unger to the Max signing off. Salute. Go Cavaliers and go Blue Jackets.